You know that glow that everyone says that you lose after 50? Well, you don't actually lose it. It's just that sometimes life kind of buries it a little bit. Let's get it back. Hello, gorgeous girl. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Tracy. I'm 50 years old and I am a lover of all things fitness, wellness, skincare, beauty, and most importantly, showing up as that version of you that you want to, so that you are feeling your most confident inside and out at any age and any stage. So if you haven't already joined our family, just click on that subscribe button. And for everybody, tap on the little bell so you always know when we have a video that goes live. So let's dive into this glow and talk about the real reason why we lose it. I don't know about you, but at 50 years old, if I could talk to my 25-year-old self who thought, oh my gosh, I'm so busy, I have so much going on, I'm like, girl, you have literally no idea. I was a late bloomer. I had my daughter when I was almost 45 years old. So I have a 6-year-old daughter. I run a big business. I am married. I have aging parents, aging in-laws, lots of responsibility. Life is lifing. I'm not complaining about it. I actually like it, but it is a lot. And there are many times, almost like every day, where I'm just like, I don't even know how the heck I'm getting all of this stuff done. I don't know what I'm doing. It's literally like a moment to moment choice. So if you're looking in the mirror and you're like, what the heck is going on? Hear these words. You haven't lost your glow. You're probably just depleted. And when I feel like everything about me just doesn't look good, or I just don't feel good, and I don't feel confident, and I just feel like my skin is dull, and I feel like everything that I'm putting on for clothes just doesn't work, and it's like, la, la, like all this story. The truth is, when I really look back and go, what am I doing to take care of myself? What am I doing to actually fill myself up? Usually it's not much. So we're going to talk about just little things today that you can do to bring that glow back, both inside and out. So here's something so easy that I can almost guarantee that you are not doing. And celebrity makeup artists talk about this all the time. It's something I've started doing recently and it changes the game. And that is blush layering. Now, first of all, we all know, don't put your blush low. At this age and stage, you better put that blush super high. I'm talking like almost touching your eyeballs high, because it really makes a huge difference. You want to get that lift in your face. But what I like doing with prepped, moisturized skin is I'll put a little bit of a stain on my cheeks first. That gives me sort of that like fresh kind of lit from within look. And I put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. You don't have to do that, but I just kind of like that look. So it's kind of high on the cheekbones and on the bridge of my nose. Then I'll put another blush over that. Now, why does that matter? It gives your skin this beautiful, glowy, fresh-faced look, which also just makes you look a little bit younger. So even if you're feeling crappy, overwhelmed, like life is lifing way too hard, a lot of times when we can trick ourselves, when we actually just put on a little bit of makeup, put on a cute outfit, and you're like, okay, life is good. I know it's outside in, but sometimes you got to just take the hack. You know, the other day I did my blush layering and I walked into my husband's office and he was like, wow, you look so glowy. And I was like, thank you, my friend. It's the blush layering. So you got to try this on for size. I'm telling you, game changer. And it literally takes 1 minute to do. Now, skincare is the foundation of everything. None of your makeup tricks or hacks or anything is going to look good if your skin doesn't look good. And by the way, expensive treatments, injections, all of those things, that's not necessarily going to change the texture of your skin. Sure, lasers might help out, but my point is all of that is expensive. So your at-home skincare routine, if you don't already have it dialed in, do so now. And I can guarantee that in your 50s, your skincare is absolutely not the same as it was when you were in your 20s, your 30s, even your 40s. So making sure that you're incorporating things like actives, peptides, that you're using acids that work with your skin, making sure that you're moisturizing, using sunscreen. It's so important, but make sure that you have these. And I really think of this as like the foundation. It's like my skin gym, because that's going to make your makeup look better. Or on days when you're just like doing a workout or you're out for a walk with a friend and you are completely no makeup, you're going to look and as a result feel so much better when you've got your skincare dialed in. Now, as a 50-year-old who has a big, full life, and I know that we probably are in the same boat, at-home treatments for me are key. And one of the things that I absolutely love using that's made such a marked difference in my skin is using LED light. So I've been using my Cure LED mask for over a year now, and it has changed the game for me. And I also love that it's one of those sort of set it and forget it treatments. You just put it on and you can sit back and relax, put your legs up on the wall, or even I've had it on when I'm just like tidying up around my house. And in just minutes, the red and near infrared light helps boost collagen, calm inflammation, and just brings that healthy lit from within look back to your skin. Now the holidays are right around the corner. So if you are looking to treat yourself, your favorite person on your Christmas list, or if you've got a friend that you want to, Cure has an incredible offer just for my community right now. When you purchase your LED mask from Cure, you will also get their neck and deck LED treatment free. Yes, honey, for free. And I have to say, the neck and deck I love so much. This is an area that all the Botox, all the skincare, this shows your age first. And again, I just kind of put it on, and I love that sometimes I have both on and I look like a crazy robot. Don't recommend scaring your children like that, or it could be a great Halloween costume. But it just brings my skin back to life. And now that I've been living in Miami, I've noticed that I have a lot more sun damage on my chest just existing. And at 50, it's like preventing that neck crepiness and sagging is something that's really, really important to me. Remember, with skincare, it doesn't just stop at your face, it goes all the way down. So this offer is available right now. I will leave it linked down below in the description box. And of course, I've got a QR code here if you're watching us on TV and you just want to easily take a picture of it. And this is only for the first 50 customers. I think this is so, so exciting. So we can be twinsies with our LED mask and our neck and deck, and we are just going to look amazing. But skincare is key. You gotta dial it in. So that glow that we all want, it really comes from blood flow, right? When we're feeling healthy, when we're doing all the right things, that's when we get that real glowy feeling. Think about it. If you go to a spa, you're probably moving your body. Even if you're just getting a massage or skincare treatments like facials and things like that, they're actually manipulating your skin and your body to increase the blood flow. So if you want to do this at home and it literally costs you $0, move more. Moving more is going to give you more blood flow. It's also going to give you more energy. More blood flow causes that glow. So if you're not already working out regularly, this is your friendly reminder, move your body. It doesn't have to be a crazy killer workout. It can be a nice long walk. Add a weighted vest to that. It could be a Pilates class. It could be one of my workouts here on YouTube that are totally free. My point is just move your body. Even when I am in the worst mood ever, which actually happens frequently, I will just make sure that I work out. And in a second, I'm like, oh, I'm okay. If someone's like was upsetting me, I'm like, in just minutes, I'm like, you know what? It's actually okay. I've got this. So moving your body. Other things that we do that can really increase that glow are things like gua sha, right? For your skin. I have a whole video here on YouTube that you can check out after this where I lead you through a real-time gua sha treatment. So if you're like, gua sha, I've heard about it, but I'm not doing it. That's why I created that video so you can do it with me. But that increases your blood flow. That makes your skin feel more lifted. And it helps to drain your lymph fluid so you don't have a puffy face, but it also works overworked muscles in our face, right? And so that's why we sometimes get that sagging, that jowly look, that kind of like, almost like kind of PO'd look, right? But if you kind of stretch those muscles with gua sha, you're creating that lift, you're opening up your face, and that's gonna create that illusion of just shaving a few years off. Now, all of the health and wellness experts out there will say, first thing in the morning, get outside and get natural light on your eyes so that you can kind of reset your circadian rhythm, right? Well, I have to tell you, I have a 6-year-old. My mornings are chaos for the first hour and a half. It's like I'm literally just off to the races, trying to get my daughter dressed, trying to make her breakfast, trying to get her ready for school, maybe practicing some sight words, and then it's like, okay, now I gotta go, right? I mean, it's bananas. But what I do is I do try to get outside every single day. And usually by the time my daughter is whisked off to school after that hour and a half, that's when I get that natural daylight on my eyes. It does make a difference. So the reason why I'm kind of sharing all of this with you is you don't have to be perfect. Right? There's so many like huge claims out here on the internet or like, you know, things that you see on TikTok and it's like, well, if you're not getting outside first thing in the morning, you're effed. It's not true, but try to get out in nature. It really, really helps reset your body and just helps you to feel more calm. It also helps to regulate your nervous system, which just really brings everything back so you get that glow again because you're naturally energized, you feel grounded, and then you're gonna just show up as that version of you that you know you're meant to be. So go outside and take a walk. When your diet is full of sugar, alcohol, and processed food, your skin is gonna show it. You're gonna start looking dull, you're gonna look drier, you're gonna have darker circles, and you're just not gonna feel great. So you want to avoid these dullness foods. Dullness foods, in my opinion, are alcohol, sugar, refined carbs, seed oils, and overly salty snacks. If you want to add that glow to your skin and to your energy and to your whole life inside and out, you want to eat more radiance-producing foods. Making sure that you're eating things that are rich in omega-3s, chia seeds, wild salmon, or even sardines. Don't sleep on sardines, my friends. There's this pack of sardines that I get, and they have like a preserved lemon in it. So delicious. I just kind of like mash them up and just eat them with like a salad, and they're so, so good. But also, again, really rich in omega-3, so it helps to produce that glow in your skin that we all want. Making sure that you're eating fresh fruits, especially berries or kiwi, things that have seeds. That means they're more rich in fiber. Making sure that you're eating dark leafy greens, that you're getting adequate protein and hydration. I talk about this all the time in my channel. But big hot tip, also things that are really rich in antioxidants. One of the easiest ways to do this is my daily matcha. It helps to give me a little extra boost of energy, and I love that around like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But also it doesn't make me feel jittery or crazy, plus I'm getting an antioxidant boost. Hot tip, if you add a little bit of collagen to that as well, then you're also getting a little bit of extra collagen to help your skin, your hair, your nails, even your gut. If you really want to get your glow back, the best and easiest way to do this is to just tap on that subscribe button. But honestly, don't do it for me, do it for my team that works so hard to make these great videos for you every single week. Make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. And like I said earlier, tap on that little bell so you always know when I have a brand new video that goes live. And also, let's get active in the comments. If you want me to do a whole video all about radiance-producing foods that you can include in your diet and in your routine, please let me know in the comments below. I love getting active with all of you in the comments. There's also some glow-producing habits that are so easy to do, take seconds, and a lot of us just forget. Number one, your pillowcase. Make sure that at a minimum, you are changing your pillowcase at least once a week. Yes, once a week. You cannot go a month with the same pillowcase because then all of those dead skin cells are living on there. And I hope that you're spending at least 7 to 9 hours on that pillowcase. So just switch out your pillowcase. When it comes to skincare, make sure that you're not just slapping on your serums, but take a second to massage in your serums and your skincare. You know, in my opinion, skincare is truly self-care. So take those few extra seconds, have gratitude for your skin, for your body at any age and any stage. It really does make a difference. I talked about this a little bit earlier, lymphatic drainage, making sure that you're doing something like gua sha or facial massage to get that lymph draining so you don't have a puffy and kind of saggy looking face. Prioritize your sleep. Make sure that you are turning off your devices. I talk about this all the time, and it's something I still struggle with, but I'm really, really working on. And it's like, you know what? I don't need to get more information. I don't need to watch another video. I don't need to scroll on social media. We need to put the phone off, put it in another room, and get the book out, read, and go to sleep. It changes the game, and I'm telling you, glow secret, top glow secret is sleep. And don't forget your SPF too. That's a key one. So this next one is one that I like to think of as like micro moments of radiance. What I mean by that is just finding tiny little pockets during the day where you can bring back a little bit of that glow, a little bit of that radiance. Doing something as simple as like spraying a mist on your face. There's so many spray toners. I love the one from Caudalie. I have one from Primally Pure that I love, or even just a simple rose water mist that you can get. It really just kind of brightens you up. Maybe reapplying your fragrance if you've got a fragrance that you love, right? Or even just like reapplying your lipstick or putting a little bit of gloss, or maybe just touching up your highlighter. Those tiny little things that take little as 30 seconds make such a big difference in the day. You know, talking about all of this, it actually reminds me of my mom. My mom is the kind of woman who would always put on lipstick before she would leave the house. Like, she never steps foot, still to this day, out of the house without lipstick on, without making sure her hair looks nice. She doesn't even like answering the door for like the mail if her package arrives without making sure that she looks nice or at least put together. And, you know, I think when I was a teenager, I used to think like, cute eye roll, that's so annoying. But I kind of feel like she has it right. You know, we live in a culture now where it's like, you know, sweatpants, socks, slides, you know, hair in the top knot is totally okay. And it's not just about that external of how you're dressing. I get it. There are times when it's like nothing feels better than a pair of sweatpants and a top knot. That is true. However, if that becomes your life and not just a choice on that day, that does start changing how you feel about yourself. You know, like when I am having a time where I'm like super, super busy and I'm not like putting on like normal clothes and only wearing my activewear, it really does impact how I feel about myself. And then my skin in the mirror to me just does look more dull. Whereas on the days where I put myself together, I put on an outfit, I put on a little bit of makeup, I make sure that I'm drinking water, I did my workout that day, completely different person. So you have not lost your glow. You might just have life be lifing a little too hard, and nothing can happen without you, my friend. You matter, and your health and your well-being and how you feel about yourself truly matters. And that's why I'm so passionate about my channel and everything that I do and this community that we're building here on YouTube, because we get it. And I think that nothing is more powerful, inspiring, and, you know, makes more of a difference in the world than a bunch of women. And at this point, we have almost 400,000 of us that really have this collective idea that looking and feeling our best at any age and any stage really matters. So that's my reminder for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this. Like I said, let's get active in the comments. This one was really fun and a little sentimental and just a great one to put together. So I want to hear from you in the comments. What was your favorite? What did I miss? And if you want to keep hanging with me here on YouTube, check out this video next. I'll see you there.